Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Camouflage of the World. I'm Mike B, and today we're going to be taking a look at the South Korean M2010 Marine Corps digital pattern. I don't know what else to call it really. It doesn't have an official name. They sometimes call it a wave pattern or wave pat. It's basically a digital tiger stripe pattern. So it was introduced in about 2010, and I think the Rock Marines still wear this, but I could be mistaken. They might have moved on to like some multicam. And it's one of the most weird patterns I've ever seen, but it's also pretty cool. A lot of people don't like it. You either like it or you hate it, it seems. It consists of black, or kind of a muted black rather, but it is still black, olive green, sand color, and light tan. And what's really cool about this one is a lot like Marpat, which I'm sure they've seen. It's got the Rock Marine logo in here, in the actual pattern itself. Now, I've also noticed, this isn't talked about much, but it seems like that is also a logo right there, upside down. See, let me see if I can find one that's kind of right side up. It looks like, here, let me go down here. I'll turn the camera so you can see this. Doesn't that kind of look like a Eagle Globe and Anchor? There's some in the pocket right there too. I don't know if that was intentional or what. So you've got two different Eagle Globe and Anchors in the in the actual pattern itself. Pretty cool. I mean, the Rock Marines have a very, very like good reputation for being extremely hardcore, very well disciplined, and very proud, and rightfully so. They have a pretty good service record. They're insane. Their training is insane. I mean, it's just a really cool group of people. So this one has got the nice patch on it. It's got pretty much every patch, it looks like. It's got the Republic of Korea, South Korea, if you don't know what the Republic of Korea is, or it's ROK for short. Yang, which is the guy's last name. It's going to be in English and Korean because there's a massive U.S. presence in South Korea, if you didn't know that. And so it just makes it easier for the American forces to be able to read it, even though they usually know the uniforms because they're working with them. These four stripes indicate that this guy was a sergeant, which is a fairly high enlisted rank in the ROK military. They don't have all the billion enlisted ranks like the U.S. and a lot of other countries do. So this guy was pretty hardcore, and it's got the pockets on both sleeves, and it's Velcro closure, so you can see right there. You got the nice cuffs down here that are Velcro closure as well. I couldn't find any tags on this, but it's legit. Nobody else really makes this. It's just a weird pattern. You got the two angled breast pockets as well. I believe this is also, it's button closure on there. And so he actually sewed that onto there. I wonder why he did that. You have to sew a little rank patch on it. I wonder where it went originally. Maybe it just goes up on the collar or something. The collar is pretty interesting too. It's got the ability to become a Mandarin collar. I hate that. I always have hated that. I thought that was a really dumb idea on all uniforms. But hey, to each their own. Comment if you know if they still use this uniform in 2020. If so, it's pretty interesting. I don't know how well it would work in our environment, but I suppose like on a coastal region where the Marines often kind of operate, it would be fairly decent. It's a little bit more muted than up in this woodland lush area. But anyway, that's about all I've got on this. There's not really a lot out there about this. Seems like a lot of people know what this pattern is. It's very, very hard to find in the U.S. It's pretty uncommon. So I managed to get this example and just kind of make a video on it. I'll probably have to end up selling this one because it's a little bit small. Actually, it's very small. It's about a medium regular or medium short, somewhere in between there. And I unfortunately wear a size bigger than that, so I have to probably sell it in my online store. So watch for that if you're interested in this. That's all I've got on this. If you got any more information or you got any questions, feel free to post them in the comments. I just kind of make this series, so if you do happen to stumble across something even as uncommon as this, like a garage sale, a flea market, an antique store, military surplus store, you know what it is, you'll be able to identify it and go, oh, that's cool, if it doesn't have all the patches on it and everything. But now you know when the pattern is from and all that stuff. So that's why I make this series. And also, what really makes the channel be able to make some really cool videos like this is Patreon support. It's $1 a month, $12 a year, $5 a month or more gets you into my Discord server, which is pretty fun. Got a lot of people on there. And it allows me to get cool things like this. Even though I'll be selling this, there's some that I don't sell that I make videos on doing camouflage tests, and those are self-purchased, but now that cost is being offset by Patreon support, and it's really awesome. They allow me to get really cool stuff, not just this, but like firearms, helmets, hats, other stuff, to teach about history and be able to kind of convey my passion for this stuff and educate people at the same time. So if you consider becoming a supporter, that'd be great. If not, I just appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next episode of Camouflage of the World.